so-called achievements by humanity. You know, you can do anything now, man. You have your phone, you have your television set, you have your car outside. Everything can be controlled by your own telephone, your own cell phone. You know, GPS, all that, man.
But this is
Yeah, go ahead, read. Go ahead.
this was for the elect. Romans 8:28, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are the called according to His purpose. Verse 30, moreover, whom He did predestinate, them He also called, and whom He called, them He also justified, and whom He justified, them He also glorified. What shall we say then? What shall we then say to these things? That the Most High be for us, who could be against us? Because like the brother was saying a while ago, man, for the elect, we're not gonna be destroyed, man. We're not gonna listen. We're not gonna fall victim to the ways of America. Right? They're gonna be woken up, and they're gonna remain in that right path. Right? They're not gonna sway to the left, to the right, and to the west. We're not gonna be destroyed, be done away with. However it is, we're gonna be done away with. But the elect, you can't do nothing to them, man. All the hate that's towards the elect, it's not going to be enough to put them all away. But it said, what shall we then say to these things? The Most High be for us, who could be against us? Everything is against the wicked doers. All the beasts, the animals, even the trees, the earth, the sea, is all ready to take out the 2/3 in the western nations. For the elect, we're safe. Because again, if the Most High is with you, if the Most High is with the elect, if God is with you, man, who can be against you? We've got, I'm gonna say it, we've got God on our side, man. And we know it. We believe to the fullest of confidence that He's with us. And He'll work us through all these trials that we have to go through, all these crooked things that we're having to deal with in life, or living in society itself. But I just wanted to put that on real quick. But they're not going to also give it to those lies. No matter lies is going to be able to sway their mind. It tells you in Matthew and Luke, I think Luke 2 says that if it were possible, the day that would be done, that would be done this time and to come, it would deceive the very elect. But we know, that's what I'm talking about from very earlier, the prophecy that were put out. The elect have been warned. They know to look for prophecy and be occupied in it to understand and see and prepare for the worst to come. That way they can maneuver around it. You 2/3 ain't looking for that, man. You're not looking to be sick. You're not looking to get out of this place. You don't want to get out. Even though we're telling you, man, this place is going to be annihilated along with you in it, you still don't want to try to get out of here.
I got Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 15, but it is not possible to escape thy hand. For the ungodly that denied to know thee were scourged by the strength of thine arm. With strange rains, hails, and showers were they persecuted, that they could not avoid, and through fire were they consumed. Get Wisdom of Psalm 16 and start at 17.
16 you said?
16 and 17.
Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 17. For which is most to be wondered at, the fire had more force than the water, and quenching all things. For the world fighteth for the righteous.
Right, the world fighteth for the righteous. Okay? That the world is not against us. The earth, the inhabitants, the creatures are not against us. They're against you. That's why you watch so many videos of people being mauled and by dogs and lions and all that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Your own kids are turning their backs on you and killing their own parents, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything is against you. You see what I'm saying?
It said, for the world fighteth for the righteous. For some time the flame was mitigated, that it might not burn up the beasts that were sent against the ungodly. But themselves might see and perceive that they were persecuted with the judgment of the Most High. And at another time,
the last part again.
And it says, but themselves might see and perceive that they were persecuted with the judgment of the Most High.
Right, that way y'all can know that there's a cause and effect, that there's a consequence for your actions. Read it again.
I'll read it from the beginning. For some time the flame was mitigated, that it might not burn up the beasts that were sent against the ungodly.
Right. So the Most High had a fix to where it wasn't going to affect or hurt, the animals or whatever else that was there. It was going to hit the targets that it meant it was needed to.
And it might not burn up the beasts that were sent against the ungodly, but themselves might see and perceive that they were persecuted with the judgment of the Most High. And at another time it burned even in the midst of water above the power of fire, that it might destroy the fruits of an unjust land. Instead, whereof thou feedest thy own people with endless food, and didst send them from heaven bread prepared without their labor, able to content every man's delight, and agreeing to every taste.
And with that last part, like I said, the fire was sent upon the earth, and it devoured that which it needed to devour. Okay? Because the elect are going to be sealed and protected from that fire. As soon as those ICBM missiles hit, we're going to be taken up, man. We're going to be taken up, and everything's going to be good. From that point on, we're going to watch all this place burn, man. Everything's going to burn here in America. Everything. Over there, this whole wicked kingdom's going to burn, man. That's prophesied in the scriptures. Okay?
For thy sustenance, declare thy sweetness unto thy children, and serve unto the appetite of the eater, tempted itself to every man's liking. The snow and ice endured the fire, and melted not, that they might know that fire burning in the hail, and sparkling in the rain did not destroy the fruits of the enemies. But this again did even forget his own strength, that the righteous might be nourished. For the creature that serveth thee, who art the maker, increaseth his strength against the unrighteous for their punishment, and abated his strength for the benefit of such as put their trust in thee. Therefore even then was it altered into all fashions, and was obedient to thy grace, that nourisheth all things according to the desire of them that had need.
Right, so the Most High is going to reward the elect, man, for doing according to what he was he required of them. But the rest that would walk contrary to that, you have a reward to it in itself, and it's not going to be a good reward, man. Everything that's done here in America, is wicked, man. Everything. There's so much oppression. Everything. You know what I'm saying? What else is that in here? Oppression. You got homosexuality that's being condoned and lifted up and honored here. All right, but then when they used to use the Bible as saying that the Bible was the law of the land, I believe Ronald Reagan said that. He said that the law of the land was based off the Bible. Well, where is any of that being played? Where is any of that in effect, man? People getting shot down every single day. There's robbery. There's people killing each other, backstabbing each other, plotting against one another, calling the cops on somebody. Can't even practice your freedom of speech because somebody's trying to get you out the way, trying to move you off the corner. Oh, but if we're out here trying to sell pork chops, sausage, hot links, it's all good. But because we're out here speaking truth, everybody has a problem with this. No matter where us brothers go, you Negro, Latinos, Native American, Indian, no matter where you go, you're always going to be a Bible or a prophet. Over here, man, this is a white supremacy, man. This is what America's governed by white supremacy. Okay? And if you ain't walking culture, you ain't walking along with them, then you're a target, man. Get that woman Isaiah. Said that that's exactly what it is, man. We've been out here, 4 years, 5 years, and the message is always the same. It ain't never gonna change, man. Because Yahweh Shai don't change.
Isaiah chapter 59, verse 14. 13 of it. And transgressing and lying against the Lord, and departing away from our power, speaking oppression and revolt, conceiving and uttering from the heart words of falsehood. And judgment is turned away backward, and justice standeth afar off.
That's why we're waiting on our power, man. Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is going to be the one that's going to redeem us and justify us. This man is a madhouse, man. This is what Sinando's come to, man. Great pride. And for great pride, every lofty look, every high-minded person is going to be brought low, man. Again, look at what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. Look at Babylon. Look at Rome. Let's use Rome as an example, because Rome is looked at still as a great kingdom. It was a great nation. Where's it at? It fell, man. You know? It fell. What's his name that destroyed it? Septimius Severus. He's the one that had basically that made the downfall of Rome. So today it's still looked at everything looked upon Greek mythology, Roman mythology. You know, you look at the back of the dollar bill, you got the pyramid. You know, goes back to the Egypt. You know, you go to the Washington, right? Washington D.C. and they got the obelisk. Where does that come from? That comes from Egypt, man. You know, you got the whole system. The court system is the same as the Roman Empire. You know, they got the Senate. Everything's in Latin. You know, you got Latin on the back of the dollar bill. It's all spiritual. It's all spiritual. You see what I'm saying?
It says in judgment is turning backward, and justice is set up far off. For truth is violent in the street, and equity cannot enter. Yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey.
And the man that departs and separates himself from evil, or separates himself from the ways of the world, he makes himself a target. He's what we call fulfilling prophecy. Because the man of the Lord is not going to be walking hand in hand with the world, man. The man of the Lord is going to know what is set for him. All right, he's going to know that he has to walk according to Yahweh Shem Yahweh and nothing else. All right, not by what anybody says, not by anyone. You know, that's just the way it is. That's what's written.
It says, yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment.
Yeah, so the Most High is displeased, man. Because we know that Esau was given the earth. He was found unworthy. He ruled the earth with oppression. Esau. Alright?
It says, and he saw that there was no man, and wondered that there was no intercessor. Therefore his arm brought salvation unto him.
Who was his arm? Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai brought salvation. Yahweh Shai.
And his
he came in the flesh. He came to a new way, shed light to the brothers to be saved, man. Because anything before that wasn't doing it. They weren't listening to the prophets. They were killing the prophets off. So Yahweh Shai came to be that ultimate sacrifice, man. He was that pure lamb. All right, and he's the one that sealed it once and for all, man. And once he stepped into the scene, the clock started ticking. So it's right around the corner now, where all this is gonna just crumble. You know, they're already, like the brothers mentioned earlier, there's already they're talking about war over there in the Middle East. The Russians are already getting involved. There's a lot of rumors of war. You think this is just gonna stop going on? It's not gonna stop. There's things in the world that these nations know about that need to stop. And the only way it's going to stop is they have to go full head into war. That's the only way. There's not going to be no agreements. There's not going to be no 7-year peace treaty, 3 years of peace and 3 years of war. No. No. It's going to be full-blown war, man. And it's right at the door. It's daily, every day it's on the news. Every hour, you can go on there and look on the Middle East news, and there's always something popping up. There's always updates about what's going on with the war. NATO, you got the European Union. There's always something going on, man. You know, the money, the stocks are cracked. You know, they're getting to the low points in America's history. You know, you got Greece was the most recent one that went into some sort of recession. now their monetary system is like collapsed. And you don't think it's going to happen here in America? The dollar has lost its value. We're trying to find a new currency. That's why they got everything being made through transactions. Credit cards. It's all digital. It's all through the internet. You got debit cards. All that's linking up to something greater. Because there ain't no more gold. There ain't no more silver. So what are they going to use? I don't know if the debate, I'm pretty sure it's still going on, whether they want to make the world currency is the yen, the euro. Everybody wants to be the next superpower. The whole infrastructure of the elites, the global elites, the international bankers, man, is falling, man. It's crumbling. There's nothing that it can be. There's nothing that the world can do anymore to maintain itself. The earth is starting to fight back, like we read in the scriptures, man. The earth is fighting for the righteous. The earth is frustrated. All these things are no coincidence.
Again, it says, verse 16, and he saw that there was no man, and wondered that there was no intercessor. Therefore his arm brought salvation unto him, and his righteousness, it sustained him. And like we were talking about earlier, man, see, the whole great battle between good and evil, righteousness is going to uphold itself. Righteousness is an eternal, it's like not a chameleon, but like a ever-transforming, it can, what is that? It can conform itself to anything. It can become what it needs to become to overcome whatever it is that's being encountered with. So the Most High, man, that's what he basically, like I was saying about how he is, his limits. There's no limit to him. He's going to overcome America. All right, he's like we were talking about, he said that these things were going to happen. Right? You see the constant downfall of this place. You see it slowly dying off. You can see, man, there's very, very little life in the trees and the grass anymore. They did, I remember the brother brought it out like 2 weeks ago, they did pass a law where you gotta get animals here in San Angelo neutered and chipped. It's not even fine.
That's mandatory here in the city of San Angelo. The pets have to be neutered and microchipped.
But why are they doing that, man? Why are they, that's killing them. If this world would be here as long as it wanted to be, animals would die off now that they made that mandatory. Animals can't repopulate without laws.
They can't, yeah, exactly. They can't. They want to call it animal control. What about Planned Parenthood? They say that's birth control. All right, but us brothers, we already know what that's all about. It's to keep the numbers down of you Negro Latinos and Native American Indians. All right? That's all what it is. It's to keep our numbers down because we're not the minority, we're the majority, man. We're everywhere, man. We're in Europe. You got brothers everywhere, man. Like, I'm not talking about just brothers that the elect are prophesying. I'm talking about these people on the side.
I think London and France, I think, they actually are pretty populated with Negroes. Some Negroes. Yep. Well, because I know they were ruling them in that time. In
the Dark Ages?
Yep. So, it's the most white-named country ever. Well, that's true. But that's what Esau wants to do. He wants to be able to try to control it, even out of America. But that's why I was going to say. It says, verse 16, and he saw that there was no man and wondered that there was no intercessor. It takes Yahweh Shai and Yahweh, man, to come back and put down order. Because look what Esau's doing, man. I am a pet person, man. I love dogs. And when I heard that law, man, I remember my wife talking about it a while back. It pissed me off, man. We can't have animals no more here unless we want to castrate them.
Everything's become like the scriptures say, we're subjected to payments. Like we need any more payments, man. Like we need any more, stress. It's oppressive, man. It's oppression here. I got a scripture real quick though. This is Psalms 49 and 11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own name.
See, man, that's why the Most High is going to intercede in that time. You can say that thing after it talked about that the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Who is it? Him? Esau. Right? The whole world that's contrary to the Most High. He's going to stand up and intervene because Esau's killing up all the beasts. He's killing all the people. He's ruining. I know that like in the oceans they have currents. And those currents keep the fresh water in that we're able to drink properly, like clean, I guess. Salt water can clean fresh water. But everything's being destroyed, man. Like the oil spills. I heard about something, a recent spill they had, man. They really did. A rig had blown up somewhere over there in the Gulf, and the oil was everywhere. And they still don't want to do shit with that.
This place, man, it's messed up.
Hold on real quick. This brother man told me about something that his boss tried to make him do like a while back. Where you gotta clean up the oil. That's not safe.
What they try to do is blend it into the dirt, the earth. You're still polluting the earth, man. And they're trying to keep it to where it don't go in the water system, but eventually it's gonna find its way. It's still saturated. No matter how much they dig out, how much dirt they take out, it's already messed up. That part of the land, that whole spill is polluted, man. It's already affected. There's nothing that they can do to cleanse it anymore. So, yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that are going on that destroy the earth, man. All the fracking that they do, all it's doing is destroying the earth. The earth's natural way of supporting itself. Because that's why you got certain like mudslides. You got mudslides that go on over there in California. You got sinkholes that are going on because there ain't no support. There's no rock that's supporting the earth anymore. Because people are destroying, they're detonating dynamite underneath the earth to build whatever they got to build, their buildings or their underground bunkers, whatever it is that they do. Those things have consequences, man.
Well, I was gonna say, I don't know what you remember those things, diorama, there you go. There was a recent YouTube commercial that was put up maybe a few weeks ago, but it was of a truck. Those wasn't advertising errands things here in San Angelo, like a triangle. And they had something like that on the back of the truck up in New York City, and it was a diorama of paper made rainforest. And at the bottom of it said, say goodbye to this. And everybody was looking at it, but the rainforests are gone, yeah? What is it? I know, over ice cap, everything's just messed up, man. The Most High has to come back. And all things are hastening to just get it done with it. And it needs to happen. The men of the Lord are tired of this. The beast are tired of this. The earth is tired support of the society of this type of leadership, it probably just wants to collapse.
That's what it's happening. Everything is collapsing. Whether you want to believe it or not, see it or not, it's happening. People are getting fed up. People are going off. People are just, it's like, you can only hold so much boiled water in a close container before it explodes. I mean, that's what's going on, man. People are just going on. People are frustrated. And it's not because it's covering this earth right now. It's a bad spirit. I got Matthew 24 and 21. It's for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
And we're in Isaiah, where it said that his own arm brought him salvation. Even as messed up as things are going to be in this time, in the time now and to come, as messed up as things are going to be, the Most High is still going to be able to save some remnant of people and the earth itself. Because when he's done with this place, he's sending back the heathen nations to clean this place back up. They're going to be a lot higher in this time, man, with the other nations, not on this side, but the ones outside of Israel, we're going to be cleaning this place up and purifying it again. For decades, maybe generations. Maybe not generations, the 100 years, not generations.
what it's gonna do. I got Romans 8, verse and 8 and 22. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth and pain together until now. And not only they, but ourselves also, which are the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, redemption of our body.
See, and if you're in the right, if you have a mind, if you have a brain, and you know how to use it, you will see that this place is messed up and wrong with it. And it needs to be taken out. There's something, if you don't know the name yet, you gotta be under the mindset to realize like things are happening. Evolution has to take over something to correct us over something, man, because this place is out of order. Human beings are beast-like. You got these kids, these women running crazy. The food that we eat. We told you a few weeks back, man. There's poop in the meat, man. You know, that you're eating exotic animals that you're not supposed to be even touching, man. With that they taste disgusting for a reason. You know, but there's just no stopping Esau, man. Like the brother said, he's a mad scientist, a madman. You know, so this place has to be done away with, and we're waiting on that. We're waiting on the adoption and the covenant, the promise to be fulfilled. That's what all the men of the Lord have been doing since the beginning of time. Started from Adam, started from Adam, all the way up to Abraham until now. Something the creation has been waiting for the perfect time to be numbers. That's the right word, put back in paradise.
This is 2 Ezra 5 and 7. And the Sodomite seed shall cast out fish, and make a noise in the night, which many have not known, but they shall all hear the voice thereof. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their place, and mistress women shall bring forth monsters.
Right, and that's what I just said. You got monsters running in this place. It's like if you turn this place, or if you opened up, if the Most High opened up everyone's pineal gland to the fullest, you would see this place. It would look like movies today, where they create those crazy ass looking monsters and demons. That's what you would be seeing. Probably this tree right here behind us, it looks green and brown like a tree. I bet it would be black if our pineal gland was open, just to show it's dead. You know, everything's just holding itself or living because the Most High's making it and pushing it more and more until he's like, just hold on a little bit longer. I want to come back. Most High here, he's not coming back for 2/3. He's coming back to save you universe.
He's not coming back for the whole world. He's not coming back for all the inhabitants of the earth. The Bible tells you that, man. You can't twist the scripture. 2 Ezra 14. 2 Ezra 14 and 10. For the world hath lost its youth, and the times begin to wax old. For the world is divided into 12 parts, and the 10 parts of it are gone already, and half of a 10th part. And there remaineth that which is after the half of the 10th part.
Right, so that was during the time of Ezra. And I can't remember, but they said that Ezra, man, he lived like 500 something years before Yahweh Shai showed up. You know, so that was back then. So we already know, man, you look at everywhere you go, everything looks dead. Even the people, they see like that, they just look like they're losing their care. Like the scripture saying, Timothy's, they're going to be without natural affection. It's like everything is just slowly like not caring anymore. Alright, well, that's good. Because we know that.
Like the scripture said, the love of many has waxed cold, man. You see it even in your daily city, in your city, in your town, you see it, man. People don't look at each other with kindness. Everybody's afraid to smile at each other. Everybody's afraid to talk to each other with sincerity. People are selfish, narcissistic. There's a bunch of narcissists here in America, man.